Hey. Welcome to another episode of Evolving Perspectives. My name is Mattea, your podcast host. And on this podcast, we dive deep into the stories of everyday people, discussing the hurdles they face and the triumphs they've achieved. We have real, raw conversations where we laugh, we cry, we uncover the incredible resilience within us all. From overcoming personal setbacks to navigating life's unexpected twists, each episode that you tune into is a testament to the human spirit's capacity to persevere and thrive. Tune in as we share moments of vulnerability, inspiration, and ultimately empowerment. Get ready to be uplifted and inspired as we showcase the unwavering strength of the human heart on Evolving Perspectives. Chime in. Hey, and welcome to another episode of Evolving Perspectives. My name is Mattea, and I am your podcast host, and we are here for yet another episode of Evolving Perspectives. Let me first start by saying, oh my gosh, you guys, we have made it to the end of 2024. This year has just been it's been crazy. It's been crazy. But when I say it's been crazy, it has definitely been an amazing year. Of course, you know that we launched the podcast this year, and the support that you all have given us has been extremely heartwarming, and definitely I've felt all the love. I can't really put into words how much your support has meant to me for this venture that truly was an idea. And to be completely honest, when you start something new, and especially it's new for you, but podcasting is not new at all. We all know that. And when there are so many other voices that are out there, to know that there is a pocket of people who really, truly look forward to our episodes week after week. For that, I have to tell each and every one of you all, thank you. Thank you all for not only listening, but sharing with your friends. For those who have been guests, thank you for coming on to the podcast. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for all that you have done to make this podcast a success. And today, whenever we think about the ending of something, especially when we get to the bottom of a year, it's always, what are my goals? And what am I going to do for 2025? What do I have lined up? And I think one of the biggest things and the most, how can I say it? What has impacted me the most this year that I've seen towards the end of the year is we don't have to end the year strong. That's like always a saying. Oh, I'm going to end my year out strong. Oh, it's got to be a strong ending. But people have been saying, no, I want to end my year all soft. And if you've been following me on social media for any amount of time, you know that that has been my year-long mission, to live a soft life. Gone from me are the days of hustle, bustle, always got to do this, always got to. And people who know me are probably like, Mattea, you still be doing a lot. And I do. I can't say that I don't. I'm a work in progress. I'm evolving with you all, and I share what I share, not because I have all the answers. I share because I'm evolving with you all. My perspective is changing every day, every moment, every week. I see something from a different light, in a different way, in a different lens. And for that, I am super, super grateful, because it allows me to experience life in such a more colorful way, and a much more, how can I say this? Full manner, right? And so I'm so grateful that we've gotten to the end of the year. And I think that as we get into 2025, I saw something yesterday that really resonated with me. And it says something along the lines of, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm no longer just writing down things that I want to achieve. I'm actually seeking God first to see what it is that He wants me to do. And I'm being purposeful and intentional to align my ways and what I desire with what He wills for my life. And I feel like so many times in life, we find ourselves spinning our wheels and becoming so overly frustrated because we have all these plans that were truly never meant for you. You may have put those plans in place because it was trending, because that's what your friend was doing, because that's what the trajectory of your life was supposed to be, is supposed to look like. And then only to be dissatisfied that those things don't come into fruition. And so I'm shifting my perspective, right? I'm looking at things from a different lens. And for that, I am so grateful because in that space, joy is there. And in that space, peace is there. And in that space, there is a fullness of joy that only the Lord can give. And I am so grateful for that. And that's something that I can't say enough to you all as you go throughout 2025. Align what you desire. Because the truth of the matter is God gives us our heart's desire. So he put the desires in us, but sometimes we're reaching for stuff that wasn't even in our heart. It was just in somebody else's heart. Yeah, I don't want to hear that. But anyway, as we move forward, no matter what your path looks like, whether it is fitness goals, whether it is saving more money, whether it is buying a house, whether it is expanding your family, getting married, whatever your thing is, I challenge you to sit with your goals and really seek out, does this align with what God has for my life? And so on this episode, we're going to kind of talk about 2024, what it meant to us, and what 2025 we expect from it. Okay. And I'm so excited because I am not by myself. I thought about doing this episode alone. And, you know, I'm the type of person, if anybody knows me, I'll just reel you in at the last minute. Or I'll be like, I had this great idea. Let's do this. And I don't even give people a chance to think about it. It's just one of my things. But it's always, it comes from a good place. It comes from a good place. So I'm super excited today to be joined by my niece. You all, she is no stranger to the podcast. And I actually have my cousin also. So this will be the first time that I have an episode with 3 people on the episode. So this will be quite interesting. You all know that I'm going to try new things. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, y'all won't see it again. Just kidding. Y'all will see it again. But anyway, I'm so excited about them being here because I love to hear the perspective of others and how they choose to navigate life. I will say that as we are recording this, we have just got some news in our own family about a loved one who transitioned. And, at the end of the year and in life, I think sometimes one of the things that has always been a challenge for many people is things happen, tragedies take place, death, loss, all those things, happen in our life because that's just what sometimes life just life's, right? And we're not always prepared for those things, or it sucker punches us, or, we're emotionally, of course, overwhelmed because of what we experience. But I think sometimes that even as we experience those things in life, number one, give yourself permission to feel. But number 2, really, really honoring what life brings to us. There is joy in knowing that we experience certain things. There is also the sorrow that comes along when certain things are no longer in existence. And then there's that middle ground where we're kind of in between. And I want us to really think about what that in between is and how we can kind of marry that, the life in, and the joy, the high joyous points. And I think with this particular episode, we'll be able to share some things that will hopefully help you on your journey Because like I said earlier, I don't have all the answers. And sometimes there is not any concrete solid answer. It just is. It's just life. It's just the hand that we were dealt. But what do we do with the hand that was dealt? And how do we proceed and march forward? And so I am very excited to be joined today on the podcast with my niece and my cousin. So Amaris, welcome to the podcast.
Hey.
And Diann, welcome to the podcast.
Hey.
So I want to ask you, and Amaris, I'm going to start with you first. I want you to know okay, so first of all, we're in 2024. We're in and out 2024, right? Mm-hmm. And I want to know from you, was 2024 all that you hoped for? Was 2024 full of ahas? Was it full of, oh my gosh? What was it that 2024, but you know what, before I even go there, I want you to share with me the highlight of 2024.
Okay.
I want you to share. And Diann, I'm going to ask you the same question. So I want you to be thinking about it. What was the highlight of 2024? And then I'm going to tell you mine, because I have a few.
Okay. I got to think. The highlight of my 2024. Maybe, I think my highlight is probably a continual highlight throughout the year. It wasn't one individual thing. It was the fact that I was able to spend time with just my husband and my son. Ooh. Consistently. Because I didn't have very many expectations of the year. So I think just looking back over, because, you know, she decided to do this at the last second, like 20 minutes ago. I'm just like,
oh, don't do that.
I think my highlight would just be being able to spend like quality time that didn't consist of me cooking dinner and us sitting in front of the TV. Like, extra set apart time, that whether we were like going far or whether we just took a day trip to Tyson's, like just being able to do that. So that's my highlight.
I think that is a great highlight, and I'm going to tell you why. Because so many people, honestly, are so busy, and some of it is by choice, and some of it is intentionally they're busy so that they don't have to spend time with people. Because of whatever reason, whether it's a trauma response or whether it's just, you know, that's just how I am, or I just got to do this, or my career and my life. But to me, when I look back at my life, and I don't know it's because I'm getting older or what, but I do so much more reflection now. And as I look back over my life, the things that I remember the most are moments that I experienced with other people that I loved. Whether it was me being in the choir when I was a child and us traveling together. I don't remember what we ate. I don't remember what I bought. I don't remember anything I don't even remember what we wore. I mean, I knew of course we wore uniforms and stuff like that to sing in, but like beyond that, I don't remember any of that. I don't remember looking trendy. I don't remember any of those type of things, but I definitely remember the love that I shared with people and the joy that certain situations brought to me. And because of that, I am very intentional about spending quality time with people that I love. And that doesn't mean that it's even filled with a lot of activities. So like even with us this weekend, I mean, we've had an amazing time. I've had an amazing time with you all, you know, with we've had a great time.
It don't take much for us.
Yeah, it don't take much for us. You know what I mean? So like it's the what we gonna eat? It's the I don't eat that. What's the modification? It's the random. Let's go to the outlet real quick, and we there for hours. Like it's all those things. Like, and we talk about like other trips that and other experiences that we've had we bring that up at every event. Like, y'all remember that time? Like, and those are things that will be engrafted in our heart and in our mind forever.
Yeah.
So I'm so intentional about creating space for that to happen, not just amongst us at our adult age, but now for our children. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want my kids to be kids. I want them to be like me and my cousins used to.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like me and my baby, like that's huge for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And those are things. I mean, I can give my child a fancy car. I can buy them the best designer clothes, but the reality is those things will pass away and fade away.
Yep.
But the experiences that they have and that I'm creating for them will be forever grafted in their heart and mind forever. So I love that you brought that out. And I think so many times when we think about goals that we're setting, we oftentimes associate it with monetary things or tangible items.
Yeah.
And not that any of those things are wrong. I'm not saying, because you need balance, right?
Right.
So we're not saying that you don't need balance, but what we are saying is just the intentionality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes I think we feel like if we don't do this or give them that or have this amount of money, that we haven't been successful or we can't check a box.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's the things that will last forever and a lifetime that really are priceless.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm glad that you mentioned that, because that to me is huge, because you think about how many people are super busy who have a whole lot of quote unquote success behind their name, but they don't have anything to show for human, not even compatibility, but human interaction and family and friendships and love. They don't have any of that. You know what I mean? And so and they still feel empty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because things can't replace relationship. It just cannot. You know, it does make you feel good for the moment, but it'll fade away. It'll pass away. So I'm glad that you mentioned that. So Diann, I want you to, and y'all, my cousin, I really put her on the spot because this is not her vibe at all.
Not at all.
If I would have given her notice, she would have been like, absolutely
She
not.
would have left.
Exactly. She'd have been like, it's a no, Mattea, I don't do
On her way
that.
back to marriage. I think I don't feel good.
Exactly.
Exactly. Because y'all already know.
She was already looking like, you want me to be on your podcast? Yes, ma'am, you. Who else is here? Yes, you. So, Diann, what was the highlight of your 2024?
I guess the traveling. So we normally do one family trip, but this year we actually did two.
Yes.
So we did one with my side, and then we also got to do one with Kevin's side. So that was the highlight.
I love that.
Yes.
But what do you think was, when you say that was the highlight, was there something in particular that you enjoyed the most about doing that?
So we always, my husband and the girls, we always travel with my side of the family for vacations and stuff. But this time we got to travel with his side. So that was a highlight, and this is actually my first time traveling with y'all away. So that was good.
I agree.
It was real good.
It was really good. So, and it all just came about, we went to Ocean City with Kevin, and then we were just talking about it. And everyone was like, oh, we should do a trip. And I was like, okay. We used to go to Delaware all the time. And that's how it all started.
Yes.
And so we went and we had an amazing time.
We did.
Yeah, we had an amazing time. So just doing that and spending time, I got to spend time with y'all away. So that was good. Because that's something I never did before. Other than away. And then the other one was the retreat. So that was my first time doing like a women's retreat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You had a lot of...
So...
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
I think I love that because, again, for you, we had never gone... I mean, you've been in our family forever.
Right.
But we had never gone away with you. And so... That, I mean, and not that we ever question like, oh my God, how you gonna be? Because you not
Not at all.
I mean, that was never a question. But it really was. It was so fun to experience you in that way.
And that was also my first time away by myself without the girls or with Kevin.
Oh yeah.
So that was a whole.
We be trying to create these.
Mattea will rip you from everything comfortable with ease, and you'll be like,
"Where did it come from?
How did we get here?"
Exactly. So that was my first time. It's like, wait, what?
Yes, so, I love that. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that. I rip you from everything that's comfortable. Yeah.
With ease. Yeah. You forgot that part. With ease.
Okay, with ease. But you know what?
Because I was nervous at first. I'm like, ooh, okay.
You was very nervous. It ended
up working out.
It worked. It was a beautiful experience. I think for me, I loved sharing that space with you. I love sharing our trip to Delaware together, our family trip. That was so fun. We had such a good time.
We did have a good time.
We definitely got to do that again. It was when people be saying, "Oh, it was a whole vibe." It was a whole vibe. Like it really, really was.
I was like, "You ain't never been away with Diann before."
Right.
I never felt like that.
You didn't feel like that?
No.
Oh, okay.
But we hang out every Sunday, so
yeah, that's true.
It was just like an extended Sunday.
That's true. That's true.
It really wasn't a big deal. Like if it had been random and like we didn't see all that much, I might would have been like, "This is gonna be weird." But no, I never felt like that. Not once.
No, me neither. Me neither. I mean, it wasn't even a question. Like, oh my God, ever. No, not at all. We had a great time.
And Kevin gonna cook, so we gonna eat. We gonna eat. That right there is a blessing itself.
That part. I mean, it's just like that's just how we roll. Like it's not even and then everybody,
there's no small meals.
It's no small meals.
No.
No, ever. It's never anything like just basic. Oh, we gonna have chicken tenders and fries. Never. No, it's gonna be the chicken tenders. But if you do the chicken tenders, it's gonna be the spicy ones. Then the ones that's Cajun. Then ones with the barbecue sauce. Then we gotta have Cajun fries and curly fries and that. Like it's gonna always be a whole situation.
Every time.
And every single time. And so it's just, and I think for even when I think about that, like of course a lot of people's families are, so that's one of the things that binds them together is food. But for us, it's not even so much, which I'm very grateful for. It's not even so much that we even do a lot of like bad quote unquote foods. Like we, not that it's healthy, but it's not like we eat a bunch of fried, fat back. It ain't even none of that. Like we really do try to be very conscious about that. But one of the things that I do really love, I think this year, which is how I am going into 2025, and which is how I even created the devotional, just being intentional, sitting with intent, right? Yeah. And sitting with the intentionality. So even when I think about, of course, talking about our food and just how we cook and stuff like that, that's like a thing in our family. Even like for us, my mom, your grandma, Aunt Joanne, whatever, whoever she is to you, like for us, for our birthday, she always cooks us the meal that we want. Mm-hmm. So whatever we like if you like, I love your caramel cake, she gonna fix you a cake for your birthday. Yes. Like you like her chicken and dumplings, she gonna, and so stuff like that. And I think at some point, she kind of like, I feel like, cause she said this to me, like, I might not be able to get y'all no gift, but I'll fix what you want. You know what I mean? But for me, I'm like, I can buy myself whatever I want. Like, I mean, not to say like I'm balling like that, but like if I want me a bag, if I want me some clothes, then our styles are different anyway, so I don't need you buying me nothing.
No. So this whole thing for birthdays, I'm gonna fix you a steak.
Right, exactly.
I'm gonna fix you a nice steak for your birthday.
And I'm perfectly fine with that.
I am perfectly fine. Right, because it's so intentional. And to me, it's like you've created something specifically for me. Yeah. You know what I mean? That your hands created. And so I absolutely love that. And I think even as we move forward, and the reason that I've been so intentional and really sat with intention this year is because what I learned and what I am continuously learning is that oftentimes we go through a lot in life, right? Mm-hmm. Trials, tribulations, life be life, and life happenings. And what I found is that a lot of times what I was experiencing myself is all of my situations were so big and so heavy, I wasn't able to enjoy the small pockets of love and joy and peace along the way.
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh my God, this thing right here is so massive that the dinner for my birthday was overlooked. And the thing of roses that somebody gave me was overlooked. Or the sweet text message that somebody sent, just intentionally was overlooked. And I was like, I want to be able to enjoy that meal and sit with the people that love me. And I want to be able to read that letter that you sent me or card that you sent me in the mail and really sit with that and enjoy the emotion that comes along with that. And so I've been very intentional about sitting with those things that do bring me joy, that do fill my heart and my life with gladness, because life just be lifing. And the thing is, it's going to always be. And I think one thing that I had to learn is that no matter what, it's not if something's going to happen. It's like when it's going to happen. It's like when. Yeah. So it's not, but at the same time, I can't allow that to paralyze me or for me to be at a standstill because I'm so afraid of, oh my God, this person passed away. Oh my God, I lost my job. Oh my God. And those things definitely will drain you dry and suck the life out you. Don't get me wrong. They will, because I've experienced all of those things. But at the same time, I can't allow those situations to overshadow the goodness that God is bringing into my life through situations or friends or family or whatever. And so that's really what this whole being just this faith-fueled intention moving into 2025 looks like. And so even when I think about the things that challenged me this year, they were big. They were heavy. Don't get me wrong. I think this year was different for me because I try to live my life in a peaceable way, right? I really do. So like when people come against me in a slanderous way, I'm like, what did I do? And even though that's not who you are, like just for somebody to like try to defame your character, or what is it? What am I trying to say? Like, they're slandering your character was what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Or saying things that are just ugly, and it's like, that ain't even, then you start questioning yourself like, well, did I say something?
Am I that way?
Am I right?
Do I do this all the time?
Right.
Is it me?
Is it me? Is it them? Could I have said whatever's not? And then you trying to defend yourself, and all this, like, well, maybe I said, well, I could have. And so you had reposted something yesterday, Amaris, and it was like, what? Please, I need you to pull that up.
I'm going to find it.
I want you to pull that up because that was really good about what we doing for 2025. And so for me, I really am on this thing on how my 2025 is going to be set up. I want you to share that.
It says, Lord, send us people that know our heart so we don't waste so much time defending ourselves in 2025.
Jesus.
That's the truth.
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's my whole 2025.
That's my whole...
Know my heart. If you don't, you probably don't even need to be around.
That part.
But you didn't know me from the beginning.
That part.
Yes.
That part.
Yes.
I don't have space for so many extra... I don't even want to say opinions because that could sound like I'm full of myself. I'm not. It's just sometimes an opinion is more than you needed. Yeah. Some days are rough.
Yes.
And sometimes that one little thing will just kick you over the edge. And then you're like, now you're questioning yourself like you said. Like, wait a minute. Now, should I be upset? Am I upset about this or am I upset about that? What is all... But like you said, when you go back to being intentional... when you are intentional about what's going on and being where you are, you're a lot less frustrated with the outside things.
Exactly.
So the inside things that you were intentional about from the beginning.
Yes.
Whether somebody comes in and says something that you be like, was you being shady? Or whether you really are in the moment and enjoying it, either way, your mindset was set to be there. Yeah. So when they come in and take, and say those things or something happens, because life be lifing, something happens that frustrates you, you still can lean back into what your intention was because that was your plan.
Exactly.
Your plan was to be intentional. That frustrated me and that's okay. I'm going to be okay with the fact that bothered me. But also, I'm here and I want to do this.
Yeah.
Right.
I want to eat the food.
Right.
I want to go to the outlets.
Right.
I want to walk around with my family.
Yeah.
I want to sit and play games. I want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. That's where I want to be. And so when you plan for that, you can do that much more easily.
It's so very
I
true.
like that.
I like that too. I absolutely love that, and I'm glad that you brought that up because, first of all, from one thing that came to my mind was the fact that there are times when people just, I mean, because I know I've done it. Like sometimes I did say something shady. I don't know. Like I'm not, and it could have been just like I'm just being funny. Like you know what I mean. And I think we sometimes we do get extra sensitive, but it goes both ways. Like sometimes people may have said something shady because I'm guilty of my own self.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute now.
No, I mean me too. I'm sorry. No, I'm saying I am Shady Boots. Y'all already know.
Yes.
I am the one. Petty LaBelle over here, okay?
Yes,
I am the one. I'm going to have the joke. I'm going to say the thing. Y'all going to know my heart after. You should have known it before.
Yes.
But anyway.
It's true.
I wasn't saying it about you. I was talking about me.
Oh, okay.
No, it probably was me. I'm the person. It's me. I'm the problem. She's talking about me, y'all.
That is true. But then, Diann, how do you handle, because even though as much that as we try, you want to live in a positive space, you want to do everything, how do you really handle like the negativity that may come your way? And then not that any, like sometimes I feel like some people just put themselves in the way of negativity.
Yeah.
Let's just park a lot. Let's sit that right there, park that right there. Because some of the stuff that we be going through or experience, it's like, now when somebody always coming for you and you always feel like they talk about you and it's always, it's like, now is that a them problem? Is it a you problem?
Right.
And I think that's part of course, again, living intentionally.
Yeah.
Like is being, everybody want to be vulnerable and open and honest and my truth and all that. But maybe your truth is that you live in a space of defensiveness all the time.
Yeah.
And maybe this is your year to be transformed out of that space.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like sometimes that just really is. But there are other times where things just come your way or may have been said about you or whatever, whether it's in a workspace, whether it's a family member, whatever. But just based upon, and oftentimes because of the things that are said about a person or about us, it will kind of make you be like, oh, maybe I'm just going to sit here and not do nothing else because, oh my gosh, because you just get so worked up. But how do you forge through? I want to ask you that. When you felt like negativity coming your way, whether it's, maybe it's words, maybe it's actions, or maybe it's something that you actually just created in your own head. Because sometimes it ain't even people. It's us.
Yeah. Sometimes.
So it's hard to set
Or maybe you took something the wrong way.
Right.
So.
And it's hard to set goals knowing, or it's hard to check it's hard to not just set goals, but it's hard to achieve those goals when you're stuck in that place. So how do you move forward? Because we're trying to help people as they move into 2025. And I feel like people do have a lot of good intention, but sometimes get stuck because of themselves sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I guess it depends on the whole situation. Mm-hmm. Me, most times if something is going on and it doesn't necessarily comes to me or or towards me. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just have to, be like, you know what? I don't care to know, just not knowing.
Yeah.
Helps with your peace.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Minding your business.
So sometimes it just helps. But then there are times where you in it and you hear you stuff. But I don't know. I'm still working on it, to be honest.
I'm glad you said that.
I am. I'm still working on, certain situations, situations, but I don't know. But most of the time, if it's drama related and something like, I don't care to know.
Yeah.
Because sometimes not knowing helps.
Yeah, that's an entire word. And I think sometimes sometimes
not knowing, it just, then you're not involved.
Facts.
Then it won't be like, oh, she said this.
No, she didn't because she wasn't there.
That, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or she made this comment or this. So I don't care to know. Just yeah.
I would definitely agree with that because a lot of times, and me and Brian were talking. Me and my husband were talking the other day, and we were talking about some situation. And I said to him, the reality is sometimes you want to know details of things, and it's like, but for why?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I didn't need that.
Like, I don't need that.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't need the extra. It's just going to do nothing. It's not going to do nothing but make my blood pressure go up higher.
Yeah.
Like, why do I need to know the details?
Yeah.
And if I do know, am I really what am I going to really do about it? You know what I mean? And so as we go,
But
and
then that's just putting you all in the mix for no reason.
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. But I think I love that what you had quoted, Amaris, about, I want this year to be a year where my life is filled with people who know my intention and know my heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I don't have to always be trying to figure out, oh, was that okay? Oh, did you take that the wrong way? Like, for me, gone are the days of me trying to always perfectly curate a conversation out of fear of how it may be perceived. Like, this is what we got.
Yeah, because sometimes you can say something and then,
Yep.
later on. Because I know sometimes it's me, if I say something, they'll be like, ooh, later on, did I offend that person?
Yeah.
Or did they take that the wrong way?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you can just be joking. So, yeah, it can happen.
Yeah.
And then you just ponder on your mind. And then sometimes you just be like, girl, just get over it. It would probably wasn't even necessary. You're making more of it than what it is.
Yeah.
But it could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
It's very true.
Yeah.
It's very true. I think, I feel like as we go into 2025, I do want to ask you all, have you started writing your goals out? Do you have any goals? Like, people, of course, used to do the whole New Year's resolution. Oh, it's a New Year's resolution. Do y'all still do? I don't do New Year's resolutions.
No.
I don't do New Year's resolutions. I'm just like,
because by the 6th, it's gone out the window.
Not the 6th.
The 6th. Not the 5th, because I'm going to make it to the 5th, because everybody say the 5th. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make it to the 5th. But by the 6th, I don't really want to do this no more. I didn't change my mind. I think that I got a new goal. Because sometimes, in all seriousness, sometimes we make New Year's resolutions because it's New Year's.
Yeah.
Not because we really want to make that change.
Well,
it's just like, exactly. It's a trend. Everybody's doing it. So it's like, this is the thing I need to change. I'm going to change this thing. But you're not ready to do that.
Right.
You're not willing to do what it's going to take to get to that resolution.
Right.
You just want to say, let's change this.
Because that's how you have to mentally prepare yourself.
You absolutely have to mentally
That's
prepare
like
yourself.
when me losing weight, changing my eating habits. And most people are like, oh, you just jumped right into it. But first of all, my cholesterol was high and stuff like that. I just had 2 deaths in the family with one, well, not deaths, but one, got sick, but later on passed away. And it's like, whoa. So that was like a panic attack. Yeah. So it's like, you know what? I need to do this, and this.
Yep.
But I also had to, it's a mind thing.
It is.
So I really had to mentally prepare my mind. Okay, you don't need this. Eat this. This is right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so that's what how did you do it? I prepared my mind to do it. And I said, this is what needs to be done. So it happened. Did I fall off? Yes. But.
Yeah, but you're still cute though.
You are. I mean,
you was cute fluffy, but you still cute. You're not fluffy no more.
Yeah, I fell off, but I still know it. But the whole thing is, I really wanted to do it right, because if I do fall off, I still know what to go back to do.
Absolutely.
And in the mean, I still eat right. I still know what to do and what to eat, what not to eat, and stuff like that, just to maintain. But it's a whole mental thing.
It is. It is.
It's mental. I used to tell Mattea, try this.
Oh my God.
Try this toast with the peanut butter with the banana on top. Oh no, I can't do that.
No.
Oh no, this is no.
I said, man,
I said it's so good though.
It's not.
Look, I feel like It's good to you.
To you, right. And that's what she would say. She was like, to you, Diann, to you. I'm like, no, it's really good.
Oh my
And then she went, where'd you go get peanut butter on toast with strawberries?
Yes. And it was actually good.
Here she go. It was actually good. I said,
We'll see.
It was good. And it had a
See?
little honey drizzled on top.
Exactly.
With a few little cheese.
Yes.
That's
drizzled
a
on
bit
top.
much.
It was good.
It's good and
growing.
healthy.
It's a
It
bit
was.
much. And I eat healthy things, but that's a bit much.
Have you tried it?
No.
You gotta try it.
No, my heart.
Not no more. But
No,
you
my-
be eating some
that's
random
the-
stuff too, though.
I do eat some random things. To answer your question though, you asked about my goals. So up until I got pregnant with my son, my goal was that I wanted to be a mommy. Well, to be honest, let me really be honest. I wanted to get pregnant and stay pregnant.
Yeah.
Be a mommy didn't come until my son was 12 weeks old, and I looked at him and was like, I can't go back to work. I'm your mommy.
Yeah.
And so then that became my goal. But I realized, I think in 2024, that I don't want to have an individual goal. I want to have something I can like hold on to. Like something that I can like I said, spending time with my family. That's a real thing. Like I don't want. There's been years where my husband had to, he sold cars, so he would be off for 3 or 4 months, and we could spend time then, but we couldn't spend time for a long time.
Right.
So the quality in those 3 months might have been great, but then when he was working 10, 12-hour days, we didn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for me, a goal was, how can we make quality time sustainable?
Right.
I want to be able to sustain this goal.
That's so good.
And so, no, it wasn't easy. There was a whole bunch of stuff that, like, the crap hit the fan a bunch of times. But to be able to end it and, like, we're here on a weekend and he's not at work,
Yeah.
like, that's
That
amazing.
is amazing.
Yes.
And so going into 2025, like, I don't have an expectation. And I think that's the thing. I didn't have an expectation in 2024. I was just like, I just want to live. Like, I want to just do some things. Because I was so goal-oriented for so long. I mean, it took 8 years to get Wesley here.
Yes.
I mean, I wasn't like, hell-bent all 8 years, but the last 4 for sure. Yeah. And so for me, this year, I was like, I just want to do some things.
Yeah.
Eat big things, small things, not planned things.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to do things. I want to spend time with my family. Like, yes, I love my husband and my son. But, like, I want to spend time with some family. I want to go out. I want to go to the spa. Went to the spa on a whim with my friends the other night.
Yes.
Like, stuff like that, that matters to me. And so I want to do my New Year's resolution, which is not a resolution. Huge air quotes on the resolution. I don't have a resolution, but I want to just create sustainable life moments that I can keep going. I don't want them to end. I don't want to have a, like you said, you lost weight and you want to keep it. You don't want to just set the goal, okay, I met the 150 off, 150 pounds down, and now I didn't gain it back.
Right.
No, I don't want him to be off for 3 months and that's it.
Right.
I want us to be able to spend time with each other every Saturday.
Yeah.
Or every Friday. Or once a week we can go on a date again. Like, we haven't been able to do that kind of stuff.
Right.
Because when we have time, I wasn't intentional about it because I didn't know when I would have it.
Yeah.
Now I know when it is, so I can say, okay, this time goes to this and this time goes to that. Yeah. They always laugh at me because I got a list for everything. My refrigerator is all lined up.
About the list.
Oh, right.
My coffee bar is all pristine most of the time. But honestly, for me, it gives me peace of mind. So when I want to, like, let's get up and go do something, I can make me a coffee right here real quick while y'all spending $9 on your coffee. I can go make me a coffee real quick and walk out the door because my things are in order. Yeah. That's good for me.
That is good.
That was intentional for me.
Yeah.
So I think it's just for me, that intentionality is a big thing. And I just want to be more intentional in 2025.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I did tell people that I really felt like the Lord was saying this year was, number one, declutter your spaces. Whether not just cleaning up, but just declutter your space, because we don't get to experience these type of things that we've shared today when your calendar is filled with things and your life is filled with stuff. So decluttering those things that no longer serve you. And that doesn't mean you're cutting people off, because we're not, I hate that term when people say, I'm cutting this person. Like, these people. I hate that. I mean, I get it. Like, sometimes it is necessary. But it's decluttering the things that no longer serve you. And really understanding that maybe whatever you had was for that season and for that and for those years. And now there are new things that you want, that God wants you to experience. And so I must say that was number one, decluttering your life, decluttering things around you, decluttering your spiritual life as well. Because we are so full of so many snippets of this and snippets of that and inconsistencies. So really honing in on what is God saying to me. You know what I mean? And what he needs to do, what he wants to do through me and for my family and how he wants to use me. And then the other thing was I really felt like the Lord was saying this year is about connection. You know what I mean? And I had someone to kind of challenge me on that. And I'm like, it's not about just connecting to a person, like, oh, what if you're an introvert, or what if you don't have a lot of friends, or what if so it's not even necessarily that. It may be the people that you already are in relationship with, but you tap into something that they possess that you've never experienced before. So an example of that would be, Amaris, of course, you're my niece. I've known you your entire life. And even though I've seen you operate in your gift in your own life, but she's the organized person. I was gonna say organizational person. What was that? You're the organizer of our family. Whether it is organizing our family trips, whether it is getting our menus together for a family function, whether it is, even in her own personal life, everything is labeled. She's the cricket queen. Like, she's that person. Okay, I ain't there. But since she was here, I just had asked really kindly. I just solicited her service. Actually, I didn't. You was like, you want me to get this refrigerator together.
After she started throwing stuff away.
Yeah, you said, I'm about to clean out this refrigerator. Here you go, Em. You want me to organize it for you?
Actually, I would. I'm not about to let you throw all stuff out of the refrigerator. You don't even know what you're doing in there. You didn't even know you could move the drawers.
Hey, be easy. This is a judgment-free zone.
We listen and we judge sometimes.
Again.
Oh, my.
She told y'all earlier how she...
See, that's the sarcastic part.
Exactly.
So we know her heart.
Yeah, we know her heart.
We know her heart.
Because I did it.
You did.
In several different places.
And you did it with a joyful heart.
You did.
She really did. It was not begrudgingly.
No, man.
She happily did that.
She happily did it. I wish I could, I might take a picture and post it on my Facebook because it is so beautifully done. And so because she did such an amazing job with the refrigerator, I was like, you want to go ahead and do the pantry while you here? And then, those cabinets. And I didn't really ask. I was making a comment about, how her organizational skills was so amazing that I wanted to make sure that I, experienced all that she had to give. Because she's so full of organization. I wanted her...
She's overly full.
It's given Diann is a little bit salty. That's all right. Don't call me when you get to do a refrigerator.
Diann wants you to come over her house. Come on. She needs you to come over her house next week.
Several times while I was there.
Oh, Diann, you wasn't willing?
Well,
you wasn't open? Or you just don't like...
It wasn't the right time.
But do you think it wasn't the right time? Or you just wasn't ready?
No, it wasn't the right time.
She didn't feel like it.
Oh, you did. You wasn't. Yeah.
She want to do this in the middle of Appreciation Day.
Oh, now
No, I'm talking about when. No, that was the first time I said it. But I wasn't really gonna do it that time. I was really just fooling with you.
Yeah.
Like the second time was at the cookie party that nobody showed up to.
Oh yeah.
So y'all could. So Diann, that's your thing for 2025.
It actually is.
Yeah.
That is. Because I kept talking about it, that I need to get, I want my house to be straight.
Yes.
Because company don't come when your house is clean.
Never.
Company
Never.
only comes when as soon as it get junked up again. This is when the or a call. I'm in the area, so I'm gonna come on by.
I need the
Right,
trouble.
and your Ed be like, right now, today. But yeah, that is my goal: is to definitely declutter and keep a neat house. I ain't gonna say clean, but a neat house.
Yeah, agreed.
Because we got kids, so
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
it can't be but so much clean, but a neat house.
Yeah.
There's definitely
Yes.
crumbs on the floor, but the refrigerator is organized.
Yeah, it is.
And I think this is the year for that.
This is the year for that. I mean,
I think that's gonna be 2025. Is gonna be the year.
20. I agree. I'm trying to. I mean, that really was. It's just so funny. Again, intention, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to sit with stuff like this. I really do, because this is very meaningful for me. Like for somebody else, it's like, oh, I just cleaned up my cabinets. But I really, sometimes we have goals that we think we can achieve on our own.
Mm-hmm.
And although I have the ability to do that on my own, I needed Amaris to be here to help me champion that.
Yeah.
And I needed you, Diann, to be here to be like, to co-sign. Because stuff that I would be like, I'm going to get rid of, you would be like, you sounding unsure, go on and throw that away. And then sometimes you was trying to hold on to stuff that I probably should have thrown in the
That's because
trash.
she's not there yet. We
'Cause
are evolving. Okay?
We're evolving.
When I come throw all her stuff away, she gonna be in the same place.
Exactly. So,
I
right.
was throwing my bows away already. I'm glad.
You was. We doing Pyrex
doing
all
Pyrex.
2025.
Everything glass.
We are.
Yes.
It's going to be good. So then when she does your house, hopefully I'll be in the area that weekend. And then I can be of support to you.
Yes.
See, it was a whole situation.
She's gonna need it.
I really think you're going to need somebody to hold your hand.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I feel like you're going to have a, let me keep it spirit.
Yeah.
And not yet spirit.
We just gonna pray against the spirit of hoard. In the name of Jesus.
I wish I could see Diann's face.
I'm a hoarder.
No, I don't think you're a hoarder. I just think that you might be like, Amaris, don't throw all my stuff away.
I would say, yeah.
She absolutely would say that. And to be in all fairness, I don't be trying to throw everything away, but like, you ain't used that. It was in the bag. It's got dust on it. You don't need it.
It's true.
That's true.
Like, I be having the spirit of Marie Kondo on me. I didn't wear it.
Right.
So I don't need it.
Hey. Listen.
It was in the back. It was underneath everything in the closet. I don't need that.
It's true.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Let it go.
And we talk about all that downstairs.
We do.
Yeah.
Because I said I just got rid of 8 bags and I still need to
You
go
did.
back.
You did
And
talk
I'm
about
not
that.
understanding why.
I don't, because we have too many things.
It's too many things, yeah.
We have too many things. But I think.
And that's why I say I don't buy. I'm intentional on what I buy now.
Exactly.
If I don't need it, I'm not getting it.
Yeah. I definitely was that way this year. I feel like I spent time wanting things. Because you get to a point in your life where you're like, I can buy what I want. So I want it. I'm going to buy it. And then you just like, I don't need it.
I don't need it.
And it's just going to cause more junk for me to need to have to declutter.
Yeah.
And do I need to put something in that space? No. And sometimes we need to declutter so something else can be put in that space.
Yes.
Sometimes you gotta make room in your life, in your mind, in your I don't want to say in your marriage, but in your marriage, there's some stuff that's there that you ain't really gotta keep.
Yeah.
You don't need that. It's not good for you or him.
That's very true.
And there may be something else that you're missing. You don't even know is missing because that's holding that space. So that's why I'd be like, let's let it go. Throw it away. We can get another one if we need it.
You are exactly right. I'm so glad you brought that up. I really am. Because I think this is definitely the year of intentionality, and this is the space. This is the year of making space for new to come.
That's good you said that, because another one is me and Kevin. We're going to fly somewhere together.
Yeah, baby.
You hang around me and Mattea too long.
Because we've never... Now, this is crazy, because we've never flown anywhere together. And y'all know we've been together for over 20 years. We've never flown anywhere. We drive everywhere. But we've never been on the island together.
Wow.
Period. We never really been on the island separate or together.
That's another podcast that we'll talk to you about.
Yeah.
Because Diann has been invited
Several times.
but she,
Cruise.
no,
Cruises. Y'all cruise.
we do cruise.
You can't.
And I'm going to get on the cruise because I
For
did a
4
whole
small
cruise
payments.
presentation.
And then.
A whole cruise timeshare presentation with Amaris.
And then.
So, and Kevin keep asking.
Y'all know
So Amaris,
why?
you got a book.
Y'all want to know why? Because, Miss, I'm going to make everybody do what I want to do with ease. Talking about, well, we a little busy next year.
Because you have to remember, we have asked you guys for years.
You have. But
And
it was
people
on
be
me.
like, okay, we're gonna do it this year. And then we put
was
stuff on
nervous.
hold because we be thinking, 1 year you was doing your whole going out the country and we was trying to, then y'all wasn't really ready. So when you've done that like multiple times, you be like, they saying they gonna do it. Yeah, right. It's gonna be just like last time. We gonna go ahead.
I think 2025
go.
I think we can make something happen.
Yeah, this is going to be the year.
Right. I
We
mean,
gonna
and
make something
it's
shake
I
in
really do.
2025.
right, and it's nothing like, oh, we just gonna plan our own thing, but stuff just be happening.
Yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
somebody got a new job and they don't have the time to take off,
Yeah,
or somebody just started a new job and they can't take off, and then
Yeah.
somebody, you was pregnant and then you was like, I don't do really good, I get motion sickness, so it's like it was a
You
whole.
had to throw that in there.
I mean,
But it's the
you
truth.
just weren't
It's the
ready,
Yes.
So I mean, it was just a lot of factors. So me and Brian, Brian see a deal.
Yeah.
He be
But
like,
we
oh,
have been
let's do it.
offered a lot of times.
You have not just from
But
us.
it's, for some reason, it's always like, oh, financial, or like you
Yeah.
said, something comes up.
Some come up.
But yeah, this year is going to be very intentional.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm excited about that, what that's going to look like for you.
Yeah.
For both of y'all. I really, really am. Just us all, like just growing in that space. And so anyway, we're coming to a close. This time has flown by.
Yeah, because you said 30 minutes.
Oh!
Did you know we have 30 minutes?
Again.
See what I'm saying? See, this is why you have to just close
Know-
out. Just
know her heart.
exactly. Just
We know her
and then
heart.
we ended. We was trying to end. We was making space.
There you go. I was just letting the people know that I was willing to still be here longer than your 30 minutes that you asked for. That's all.
The shade. We're not taking that shady spirit into 2020.
You
See, some people don't want to be set free. They want to hold on
I
to the-
said we are making real New Year's resolutions and goals. I'm not ready for that.
Are y'all praying?
I am aware.
Are y'all praying?
Please,
Please.
pray hard for me. I don't know about the shading though. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, you live in that space. I don't. It wouldn't be right if you weren't that way.
Exactly.
So
Who would I be?
I probably would think you was sick if you weren't. That's very true.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Like you ain't got nothing to say.
Nothing.
No.
Yeah, it
See
wouldn't.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's very true.
No, I love y'all for real though. I do. I love y'all.
We know.
I love y'all a
We
lot,
know.
a whole lot.
You too.
That's why I'm here. It's fun. No, for real. I wasn't. That sounded sarcastic. I wasn't being sarcastic. I
You
really
was.
do love y'all, and this is fun. Even though it was
It's
longer than
about to
30
be
minutes.
good.
See, I
Look
tried
at Diann.
Come on. All things new in 2025. All
You
things.
already know, like.
Yes. I love
Because,
it.
Mattea, with you have to be ready with you.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Because you do stuff on the whim. And when you ask questions, that's something deep that you got to think about. Because your questions be real deep.
And she be trying to pull a tear.
Yeah.
Today she didn't thank
I
God.
did not.
She be like tears
Yes.
on the fishing line. Here you go.
Exactly.
I just want y'all to think about things, or what was your perspective? That's all.
Oh, today was good.
Today was
today
good.
was
good.
I was very.
She almost tried to.
She did.
I was very intentional about that because we've already had like a situation earlier today. So, to be like, okay, we already was in some type of space. Like, okay, we just experienced this and now we're getting ready to do a recording like right after that was kind of a lot. But like, I think sometimes maybe that's part of my trauma response. Like when something like that happens, I'm always like, okay, so I need something that's going to, I'm not ready to handle that yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even as we come to a close, one of the things that I've learned over time and throughout life is everything does not deserve a response, and everything does not deserve a response in this moment.
Yes.
Even in my relationship with my husband, like you may ask me, so what you think about this, or what we gonna do about that? And I've had to learn because I felt like I used to always have to give you an answer right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That is very true.
And so in life, I've learned that everything does not need an immediate response. So I'll say, you know what? That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Give me 24 hours.
Right.
Or you know what? I really don't know the answer to that. Or even with what we experienced right before recording, it's like, okay, I know this just happened. I'm not really ready to feel the emotion with that yet. I don't want to feel that in this moment. It doesn't mean that I don't care. It doesn't mean that I didn't make the proper calls and steps and all that to get us there, but I'm not ready to deal with that right this moment. Now, once we say, thank you all for listening, I may feel something totally different. But for this moment, and I had to give myself permission to do that.
And that's fair.
You do.
And that's fair.
That's fair for
That's
you.
something we have to learn.
Yeah. And that's something that we have to learn. You know what I mean? And when we think about, even the fruits of the Spirit, part of that is, or one of the fruits of the Spirit is self-control. You know what I mean? And that is part of my self-control, because when I can say, let me pause that right there, let me put a pin in it, it gives me an opportunity to really be like, okay, number one, Lord, let me sit with this. Because it may be something that's going to make me either go way left or say something I may regret later, or maybe feel, before I do that, let me just sit with this for a second and then think about, and not just think about, but even be prayerful about what that response should look like and sound like. And I think we often overlook the power of prayer in that way, because you just think about, Lord, help me do this, and help me get a job, and help me, it's like, no, I need you to help me in this moment, like to manage my emotions in this moment. You know what I'm saying? And what will that look like on the other side of that? So again, being intentional and having the faith to believe that He will give me the right way to respond. You know what I mean? And so,
because sometimes you respond too quickly.
Exactly. And then it also helped me because it helped me with overcommitting to things.
Yes.
Which leads to more anxiety and more frustration and more irritability, because then it's like, I didn't told these people I didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? And then you don't want to be there. Then you got attitude. Then you trying to put all the pieces of the puzzle to get this. Like, it's like, you know what? Thank you so much for thinking about me. Let me look at my calendar and see if that's going to work for me. Because it's happened to me countless times where I'm like, yeah, girl, I can do that. Oh, yeah, mom, I can do that. Whoever, you know what I mean? Then it's like, oh, wait a minute, no, I can't do that. I got to take my kid to so-and-so. Oh, no, I forgot I said I was going to go to work. Whatever that is. And so, again, it's that intentionality. You know what I mean? Even in the everyday, day-to-day things. But anyway, ladies, this has been amazing. This has been a great conversation. I hope you all got something out of this. You were inspired, laughed a little bit, got a little joy in your heart, got your goals and things set up for 2025, and really, really owning and taking on the fact that intentionality is really the goal. How can I be more intentional in my day-to-day living, in my family, in my friendships, in the relationships that I have with others, just slowing down. You know what I mean? People talk about living the soft life. And honestly, that is the life that I am trying to live. You know what I mean? I want to be able to enjoy my friends and family, and I want to be able to enjoy life itself. And so, I can't be filled with so many things that I'm not able to experience the things that truly bring me joy and happiness. But I'm so grateful that you all decided to join me today. Even if I had to twist your arm or not. I didn't though. Y'all were willing. You were able. I don't know if you were willing. You were willing-ish. Y'all was. Thank you, girls.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, Mike.
And thank you all for tuning into another episode of Evolving Perspectives. Always remember to like, subscribe, share with all your friends and family, download, set your notifications so that whenever an episode drops, that you are the first to know about it. We are available to listen on YouTube, on Apple Podcasts, on Amazon, on Spotify, and all of your other major streaming apps for podcasts. I'm super excited to share this platform with you all. And this is the end of 2024. We're going to put a pin in it. 2025 is right around the corner, and I cannot wait to see what unfolds. If you are following me, or if you're not following me on the social media platforms, make sure you are doing that at Moments with Mattea on Instagram as well as on TikTok. And I cannot wait to share with you all the things that we have lined up and in store for 2025. It's going to be an amazing year, a year of intention and a year of connection. And I cannot wait to see how it will all unfold. So make sure you are not missing out, because maybe you might miss your blessing. So tune in. But until next time, always remember to keep evolving. Y'all be easy. Thank you again for tuning into Evolving Perspectives. Remember to like, subscribe, download, and share with your friends and family about our episode that releases every single Monday. And always remember to keep evolving. Until next time, be easy.